So objective 2.3 describe access management capabilities of Microsoft Entra ID. So what is the conditional access? Conditional access is a policy-based feature in Microsoft Entra ID that controls access based on specific conditions. So traditionally we used username and password to control access to applications. Conditional access gives you more signals and more factors than just username and password to control access. And what are these? We will see in a while. So the key points to consider in conditional access is that it uses if-then policies. For example, if the user or the device is logging in from an unknown location, that is a new location, then the system enforces MFA or multi-factor authentication. So usually if a user normally logins from location X, he or she just enter username and password from his or her device. But when suddenly the same user and device logs in from a location Y, then the system senses that it is an unusual occurrence and the user is enforced to use MFA. So it evaluates user, device, location and application. So these are multiple factors and conditions that are evaluated by the Microsoft Entra to grant access. So it enforces controls like multi-factor authentication, it can block the access, and it may require the compliant on the device, such as compliant may be that the device has a firewall turned on or that its security patches are updated, etc. So it is the core component of zero trust model and it helps protect against risky sign-ins. The Microsoft Entra roles and RBAC, that is role-based access control. So role-based access control or RBAC in Microsoft Entra assigns permissions to users based on roles. The roles may be, for example, admin, maybe op user, guest user, external user, etc. So the key points here are that the access is based on assigned roles and it follows least privilege principle. What does this mean? This means that users are given the minimum required privileges or controls that are required to perform their duty or certain actions. So there are built-in roles, for example, global admin role or user admin role. And this RBAC basically simplifies access management at scale. What does this mean? This means that if your company is a small company, let's suppose it has a dozen users, then it is easy to manage and configure permission for each user. But if there are thousands of users, it is impossible to configure or control the access permissions of each individual user. So for that purpose we use roles, and that roles can be then used at scale and in large organizations. So it ensures controlled and secure access. Objective 2.4 describe identity protection and governance capabilities of Microsoft Entra. So Microsoft Entra governance helps organizations manage identity lifecycle and access to ensure right users have the right access. Key points in Microsoft Entra ID governance are that it manages identity lifecycle, that is the joiner, mover or lever. It automates access assignments and removal. It supports access reviews and approvals, and it enforces least privilege principle and helps meet compliance requirements of the organizations. So what is access review? So access review allows organizations to periodically review and validate user access to resources. So periodically when a user is given certain permissions, or access to certain resources, the user may be moved to another department, or the user privileges may increase or decrease over time. So this access review is very important so that the permission of the users are as per the least privilege principle. Key points to consider here are that it ensures that only required access is retained, that it can be assigned to managers or resource owners. So the access review may be done by managers or resource owners, and it supports automatic approval or removal and helps enforce least privilege, and it is important for compliance and auditing. So what is Entra Privileged Identity Management, or PIM? So PIM, or Privileged Identity Management, enables organization to manage, control and monitor privileged access to critical resources. So critical or sensitive resources, they must be controlled. So access to those resources is managed through privileged identity management. So key points to consider here are that it provides just-in-time access. What does this mean? This means that if access to a critical resource is required, it is given just for a specific period of time, let's suppose 1 hour, for which the access is required, and then it is automatically revoked. It requires approval for privileged roles. So the privileged access or privileged role access is approved from the certain management roles. It enforces time-bound access. So the access is not indefinite, it is time-bound. And the access is tracked and audited. So the privileged access to critical resources is tracked and audited, and it reduces risk of standing admin privileges. So what is Microsoft Entra ID protection? So Microsoft Entra ID protection detects and responds to identity-based risk using automated analysis. Key points here are that it detects risky sign-ins and users. It uses risk-based policies. It can trigger MFA or it can block access. It uses machine learning signals and helps prevent account compromise. So governance versus protection versus PIM. So governance is used to manage identity lifecycle and access. Access review, validate user access regularly. PIM is to control privilege or admin level access, and identity protection detects and responds to risks. So let's go through a quick quiz. So which Microsoft Entra feature provides just-in-time access to privileged roles? And the options are option A, RBAC, role-based access control. Option B, Microsoft Entra ID protection. Option C, privileged identity management, PIM. And option D, conditional access. And the correct option is option C, privileged identity management, or PIM. So PIM, or privileged identity management, basically provides just-in-time and time-bound privileged access.